I've already shown you 7 advanced editing tips in CapCut, so now it is time for 10 legendary editing tips that can be done within the CapCut editor. Editing tip number 1 is how to use Gifs to enhance your videos. Now for this effect, you want to make sure that you have the Giphy app downloaded, and so we're just going to open up that, and you can search for whatever GIF that you want to use. Now we found my Giphy kid, so we're going to click the 3-dot options up here, and then we're going to click Save to Camera Roll. So we'll do that. And once that is done, we can hop back over to CapCut and add this in. Inside of CapCut, you're going to click on Overlay and then Add Overlay. And then if you already have videos selected, you're going to go over the photos. I'm in my Giphy album where I have the kid here, and I can click the Add button. And here we go, I have it added. It's a plain GIF, but as you'll notice, it doesn't take up the full screen. So what I can actually do here is right where the GIF is about to start, I'm going to split that clip and then also split it where I want the GIF to end, which is probably here. And I'll also split that and then delete the end there. And then this part here in the middle, my clip that I have here, I'm gonna go over to the opacity and I'm going to turn it down to 0. Click check. And then I'm gonna click the back buttons here, go to the canvas, and then I'm gonna click on color, and I just want it to be a white background. And what I might actually do now with that like that, I might go back to my overlay here and just resize it just so it's kind of sitting here in the middle of the video. So now when I click play, it'll go to the GIF there and it'll turn back to my regular video. Adding GIFs throughout your video can help hold viewers' attention and also add a comedic effect to your content. Editing tip number 2 is to add sound effects to your transitions and text. So in my timeline here, I have some text come on screen. If I actually open my text, you'll see that I actually have applied an animation of slide left on here. So it slides onto screen. And then I also have this like button appear later on in the video. Now what I see a lot of people do is they'll add these effects in, but that's it. And there's just no sound or elements to those things coming onto screen. Whereas if you go into the sound effects library and just add for when something slides onto the screen, like a whoosh sound effect, or when something appears onto screen, a pop effect. This is what it'll sound like. And I've actually just muted my main track just so you can hear this here. So here is the whoosh effect. See how it kind of whooshes on? And then I have this like button appear and I have a pop noise. Now it might take you a few minutes to go through and add sound effects for when text and stickers come on screen or if you do a transition, but this will seriously make it look like you put a ton of work into this video and really enhanced it when really it only took a few minutes to just add these into your videos. Editing tip number 3 is to add captions to your videos, and this is both good for YouTube videos as well as short form content. All you have to do is click on the text option here and then click auto captions and then click add captions, let it go through and it'll add everything in. All right, and as you can see, it has added the captions in for our video. And what we can actually do is we can click on the text effect and we can click batch edit. And when we actually click on the text and go into the style effects, what this will actually do is we can grab this. I'm just gonna pick it up a little higher here for this part just so you can see, but I can change on here, just do these automatic things here. I could apply like the yellow and the black. What I normally see people do is like lettering like this or lettering like this. And then I can go to the font and make it all classic. So it's really, you know, really big letters there. And then I'm just gonna scroll this back down here and I'm gonna click the check mark. And now it'll all be applied to all of the different text effects. And if we go through each one of these, this is where you'll see a lot of the shorts creators doing something similar. And what we're gonna do is we're just going to click the return key here on this one, so it kind of groups it up better together there. And what you can actually do is add emojis here to help enhance this. So the reason most people don't grow on YouTube is, and we could add in here maybe a little growth graph like so. And what we could also do, we could select the reason most people, and we can change the color to yellow, and now we have this really cool changing color for this one. And we can go over to this next section and do the same thing, but they don't spend enough time on getting people to, so we could add a little time symbol. So we'll click style, do return key there, and at the end of time, we'll click here, and we'll just type in time and put like a little clock there. or something like that. And then we could put the "on getting to" and make that yellow. And you can kind of just go through this and be able to enhance these. Now, obviously, I wouldn't leave those up there. I'd probably center them down here more. But you can go through and add all these different text effects, which can really help cause engagement for your videos if you're adding all of these in. Normally done for short form content. You could do it for long form content if you want to, but super useful if you're trying to increase your engagement with your videos. Editing tip number 4, I'm going to show you how to blur someone's face. Now, there's a few different ways to do this, but the easiest way that includes tracking your face is to use a sticker. So for example, I'll click on stickers here. I'm gonna pull up stickers. I'm gonna go to just the regular emojis, and maybe I'm blocking out an angry person's face. So I'm gonna use this angry emoji here. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click on it. I'm gonna resize it here just so it takes up my face properly. There we go, it's taking up most of my face. And as you can see, it's not really following my face. What I can do is click this tracking button, and I'm going to resize this tracking circle and make it around my head. And I know my head's right here, so we're gonna do that. I'm gonna click tracking, and as you can see, it's now following my head. CapCut is figuring out where it should go, doing all the keyframes for me. And now with this done, as you can see, I am now blurred out. And what I could actually do is if midway through I wanna change this emoji, what I can do is just click split, and I'll delete that one. Add a different sticker here. Maybe I go to one of these ones, make sure that one takes up my full head again, click tracking again, resize this, and now as we click play here, it's tracking angrily, and then it switches to a different emoji. So you can have a lot of fun with this, with the person's face you're blurring out, or if you just want to do emoji faces on people, this is a really cool effect to do. Editing tip number 5 is how to remove profanity from your videos. Now listen to this guy. Flip is going on. He said the word flip. That is not okay. Not on my channel. Now, it's actually pretty easy to remove profanity. So you just want to get to right to the spot where they say the word that you want to remove. So what the... right there. So what I'm going to do at that point is go over here and click the split button. So I'll click that. Go to the end when I'm done with that word right there. So now this is just the word flip. And what I can do is I then can click on this section here, and I can click volume and turn it all the way down. And now when we go over that spot, what the f going on? And it's bleeped out. If you want to add a sound effect to make it kind of fun, we can go to that audio section. We can go to effects. So I found this crow noise. We're gonna go with that as our bleep noise. So I'll put that over that section and trim it down. So now, what the f going on? So there we go. We've removed the profanity. Editing tip number 6 is to color grade your footage for the mood of your video. So for example, maybe this video here, I want to be a very serious tone. So then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to adjust, and I wanna make sure that whatever adjustments I make here help sell the mood. So for example, I'll probably go over to the saturation section and turn that down so it's not so colorful. Probably gonna turn contrast up, and now I'm ready to give a serious documentary type video here. Whereas if I was trying to make this a fun, playful, happy video, I'm probably going to go to the saturation section, and I'm gonna turn that up. I'm probably gonna turn the brightness up a bit to maybe less contrast, so it's a little bit more happier. I might do a warmer color temperature, because warm usually indicates happy. And now this doesn't look like some crazy, super serious documentary. So think about what filters and effects and adjustments you're doing to your video clips, because they could help with letting people know that this is the mood of the video and help immerse people in your content. Editing tip number 7 is to use stock footage. And you might be thinking, how would stock footage work with the type of content I make? Well, I'm telling you, whether you're making informative content or you're making comedy content, you could use stock footage and really make your videos better. For my stock footage, I use something called Pexels.com. It's a free app and also a free website where people just upload photos and videos that you can use as stock footage. So for example, I could search something like influencer, and I'll find a whole bunch of photos as well as videos all relating to influencer that I could add to my videos. Or maybe I'm doing a vlog in New York and I want to add some New York drone shots that I didn't take but might enhance my vlog. I can search New York and go to videos, and I have some awesome videos of New York, some drone shots, epic shots that I could use in my vlog to help enhance them. So don't knock stock footage. It's not just something these corporations and businesses use. You can use these in vlogs, in gaming content, in so many different areas to help make your videos better. And then if you were to add these to your videos, you'd probably just click on the overlay button and place it on top of your video clips of your vlog. Maybe throw some music in the background and it'll fit in just fine. Tip number 8 is how to blur the background of your videos. Now, this is super easy to do. It can give you a nice cinematic look. Now, even though this video is technically already blurred of the background, we can still enhance it a little bit more, and especially if you're filming on your phone, this could be really useful. So all I'm going to do is click on my video that I want to blur the background of, and I'm gonna go over to the duplicate feature, which is right here, the copy button. And then what I'm going to do on this second clip is click overlay, so it's now an overlay, and then I'm going to bring it back to where this clip is. Once that's done, what you want to do is with this overlay clip, you're going to want to click the remove background button. And we're going to let this run and remove the background. All right, that completed. And just to show you what's going on here, I'm going to click on the base one, not the overlay, and I'm going to change the opacity so you can see what's going on here. So what's happening is because we removed the background of the overlay, this is all we have left, which means everything else here we can adjust. So for example, we can go to the adjustments and saturation, and if we turn the saturation down, it's only affecting everything else except the overlay, because we have an overlay of the exact same clip. So I'm in color still, even though I'm wearing gray. Wasn't the best choice for this example, but as you can see, it's all affected there, and I can change everything, but it's not going to affect me. This also includes if we put effects on this video. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to my effects section, video effects. I can go over to the basic ones, and there should be just a basic blur here. There we go. Don't grow on. Awesome. And as you can see, it has blurred the background. Now, honestly, I will say this isn't perfect. It's mainly because I have this table in front of me that it looks kind of weird because it's blurring in front of me and back of me. But if you were just doing a straight up standing shot, for example, maybe we were to crop in just around you, you could potentially get a very nice blur effect for your background. But even if you didn't want to go that way and you just wanted to adjust the colors or anything else, you can do that with this effect. Editing tip number 9 is, how do you make these videos, Colin? I always get this question. People want to know how I do this whole thing. Well, first, I have a camera filming me, and then I'm screen recording either on my iPad or I'm screen recording on my phone. iPhones have a built-in screen recorder. Samsung phones have a built-in screen recorder. If you have any other Android phone, you're gonna have to purchase one or get a free one off of the App Store. Now, what I basically do is I click the plus button here, and I'm gonna go to my videos and download one of my screen recordings. So here we go. I have my screen recording in. I think I was demonstrating something on YouTube here. I think it was my keyword research formula. So I have my iPad screen here, and then all I do is I go to my overlay, add overlay, and I'll just add this video clip from this camera onto my iPad here. For this example, we'll just pretend that this is that clip, for example, here. And what I can then do is I can resize this and I can move it over to the corner. If I want, I could actually go down here and scroll over to the mask section right here, and I can apply a circular mask around my face, like so. Click the check mark, and then I can increase the size of this. And now, as I'm showing my screen here and demonstrating something, I have my reaction to all this kind of stuff going on. Now, I take it a step further and make sure that my canvas color, that there's something behind this. Usually it's a color of some sort that I have for my background. I mean, you're seeing it right now. And then I'll also get like an iPad image that's a PNG that's just like the outline of an iPad. I'll place that over the top of this. That way it looks like I'm actually doing this on an iPad screen digitally, when really it's just an image from Google that I downloaded and used. And then other than that, it's just making sure the audio is matched up with things I'm touching in the video, and poof, you have these tutorial type videos where you can demonstrate things to your audience. Editing tip number 10 is that you can add keyframes to your music audio. Now, even though when you click on this, you don't necessarily see a keyframe option when you're under volume, but what you can actually do is, whatever volume you have it set at, maybe for a certain part, you want the volume to be a little louder, but then you want it to kind of slowly decrease for a different section of the video. What you can do is you can click that keyframe button here, scroll ahead to the next spot, click the next keyframe button, and then just go to your volume section, and you can turn it down to wherever you want it to be, and it'll stay at that audio. And then if you want to increase at a different section, place another keyframe, scroll a bit ahead, click again, and then you can go back to volume and you can turn it up again. So depending on your scene, maybe you want the volume to be louder in certain places or quieter at certain places. I like that. So being able to do this with keyframes to adjust the volume up and down however you want, super useful for videos. Now, 2 more things that might be super helpful for you. I created a free training down below showing you actionable strategies for getting your first 1,000 subscribers. If that is your goal to get monetized on YouTube, make sure to click that link down below and sign up for my free training so that way you're doing everything you need to grow your channel. And guys, I've literally made almost 20 videos on CapCut. If you click on this playlist, you'll see everything I have ever taught on CapCut right here, so you can increase your knowledge even further. So be sure to check this out as well.